All right, my peeps, here we are back again, and I'm going to be quick because right now Screencast is telling me I have a 5-minute max, which I need to do this quicker than 5 minutes anyway. So we are here on the chart. If I click on the screen over here, it's taking me to the cell, that piece of the Google Sheets. But if I want to go to the chart, pick up the chart, click on it, the 3 dots appears, click on it, click on Edit Chart. Now, I was saying earlier, I like this bar graph setup because even though it is over time, we're not looking at how things change over time. We are still comparing these groups. And when we're comparing groups, we want to use a bar graph. So I'm going to jump up to here. We have got customize. I'm going to go right to customize. Chart style would allow me to change the background color if I wanted to. I can get a little fancy. The theme default, you can change the border color. You can maximize it, which I don't love. You can 3D it, which sometimes I like. Looks cool. The compare mode, I'm not 1,000% sure. It depends on what that's going to be doing. But that's just chart style. Fun little things to play with, really. If we go to chart axes and title, these are important. Note it says chart axis titles, chart and axis titles. Chart title, gum and no gum I do not like. How about we do an experiment exploring impact of gum versus no gum on middle school students' attention. Fine for now, we can make it sound better. Down here, as always, you can change the color of the font. We can make it dark, we'll make it bold. And then if we go to the drop down screen, always pay attention to these arrows. I'm being quick. Chart subtitle, I don't know, middle school science students attention over 1 week. Now we got a little, I don't love, oops, I accidentally clicked off that. If I go back here, chart subtitle, don't love the color of that font. It's hard to see. I'm just going to go dark font, but I'm not going to bold it. So that gets that. More importantly, or as important, the title of the graph tells you what it is. We also need to know what these horizontal and vertical axes are. So horizontal is side to side. This tells us the days of the week in science. And I will say 9. What are the dates for this week at school? 9/12 to 9/16. That's what this week will be. And there's that axis. I'll leave that for now just so I can get this in time. The vertical axis is a score on the Casey, just making it up, attention scale 1 through 10. And that's fine. We'll have to explain what the Casey attention scale is somewhere else in our writing. So that gives me the graph. If I look at it now, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger by dragging that corner, we can see we've got the X and Y axis labeled. We've got a title on the graph. We've got the red and blue bars, and we know what those are. I can always go back up here, back in here, and edit the chart if I want to do anything more to it. So there's chart type. Oh, I'm going to go back over to customize. I was lost for a second. There's more things that we can do with this. Series, we can change the way, let's see. So we can change the thickness of the lines that are showing up on the left axis coming across it. We can show error bars. We don't need those. Data labels, you can give the numbers. Trend lines can show you which way. It looks like, blue, but this really isn't a trend line data. Table labels sometimes are informative to help you know what the scores are if you don't have good marks going across here. So you can play with all of those things. This is in the series heading, the legend heading. Again, position auto. We could go to the right side for the legend. That's right here. All of that. We could put it at the bottom if we think that's helpful. Whichever we want to go with, you can just start moving around. Again, this is just trying to make it look pretty. Horizontal axis lines. Let's see what this does. Reverse. No, we don't want to do that, right? No. No, we want to go day 1 through day 5, not reverse them. Label font size. We go to 14 point. This doesn't really matter. Changed a little bit. Vertical axis.